You pop a melatonin gummy every single night because you've been told it's a natural way to stay safe. But new research suggests the story isn't so simple. Let's become more aware together. Melatonin is the hormone your brain makes naturally when the sun goes down. It's the signal that says it's bedtime. That said, melatonin supplements have become hugely popular. Over the counter, cheap, easy to get, so it feels like very little to no risk. In my clinic, many patients say, "Doc, it works for me. I don't fall asleep without it." But here's the twist. Just because it works tonight doesn't mean it's helping your system long term. Recently, a large study of about 130,000 adults with chronic insomnia found that those using melatonin for a year or more had about a 90% higher odds of developing heart failure over 5 years. They were also 3.5 times more likely to be hospitalized for heart failure and nearly twice as likely to die from any other cause during that period. Now, an important caveat is that this is association. It's not proof of cause and effect, but the signal is strong enough to raise some serious questions. The study also reminds us over the counter in the United States means variable dosage, variable purity. It's not regulated. In many of those records, people may have taken melatonin without a prescription, and those usages weren't always captured. So the risk may even be underreported. Your body makes melatonin naturally through a chain of events. Light leads to pineal gland activation, which leads to melatonin. Dumping exogenous melatonin every night can downregulate your natural production of melatonin. Over time, your sleep signal system might become lazy, relying on outside melatonin instead of producing its own. If your melatonin receptors, like MT1, MT2, are flooded night after night, you may see reduced sensitivity, meaning you might dose up and still not hit natural sleep architecture. And I see this all the time in my clinic where patients will take melatonin for a little bit and then they say it doesn't work anymore. They report things like ongoing fragmented sleep, even with melatonin, waking multiple times per night, and requiring higher dosages. This research adds cardiovascular concern to the mix. Sleep isn't just about falling asleep. It's about your overall health. There are situations where melatonin supplementation is clearly beneficial. For example, jet lagged, delayed sleep phase. For example, a night owl wanting to go to bed earlier. Maybe it's shift work recovery, but the key is short-term and smart intentional usage, not nightly for months without review. My clinical recommendation, take a low dose, like maybe 0.5 milligram to 3 milligrams, rather than a high dose. Use only when you have a clear indication, not as a fallback every night. Use timing to your advantage, maybe 1 to 2 hours before your desired sleep time. Taking it too late or erratically can shift your rhythm too far. And reevaluate after just a few weeks. Have you improved? Can you taper off? Are there underlying issues such as anxiety, pain, sleep apnea that are still unresolved? There are a lot of solutions also beyond the pill. Focus on sleep foundations, consistent bed and wake times. I can't harp on that enough. Reducing screens, light exposure, temperature, and noise. Target the root issues. Are you waking because of pain, stress, sleep apnea? If you only treat the not sleeping with a pill, you're patching the symptom, not the cause. Your lifestyle also plays into this. Think about avoiding heavy late night meals. Avoid those high glycemic spikes, which we've discussed in other videos. Avoid caffeine too late at night. Also, too much alcohol. Consider CBTI or sleep coaching if insomnia persists. Use melatonin as a tool, not as a crutch. Your system should eventually own the sleep signal again, not outsource it every single night. Nightly melatonin might feel safe, but this research says we should pause and think. The long-term risk is not fully known, and your body's natural sleep system could be sidelined. If you're taking it every night, ask, why am I doing this? Am I addressing the root cause? Bring the melatonin out of autopilot. If you're ready, let's take back your sleep. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment. When did you start melatonin? What changed? Subscribe for more sleep science and no BS. And as we do so, we'll become more aware together, one step at a time.